Hi, fourth grade. So today for reading, we are going to look back at the article that we read last week, What Are Natural Disasters? And we are going to use the main ideas that you guys came up with to write a summary. So the first thing I'm going to do is read the article aloud. What are natural disasters? Fearsome floods, desperate droughts, violent volcanoes, and shuddering earthquakes are all natural disasters. We hear about them happening all over the world. We learn how they cause death, devastation, and disruption. But what is a natural disaster? A natural disaster is an extreme weather or geological event. It overwhelms the defenses that people have built to stop it. Normal natural weather forces, such as wind, rain, sun, and snow, at their extremes become hurricanes, floods, droughts, and blizzards. Mild earth tremors and gently oozing lava in remote places are harmless geological events. However, large earthquakes and explosive volcanoes pose a threat to the people living in the way of them. So right here is a map, and it shows that many parts of the world are at great risk for natural disasters. Risks are considered to be human deaths, destruction, and economic harm. Oops. The U.S. Federal Emergency Management Agency defines a natural disaster as an event that causes 100 or more deaths or injuries, or $1 million in damage. The World Health Organization describes it as a serious disruption to the functioning of a community, causing widespread human, material, economic, or environmental losses. The government will declare a state of an emergency or call for outside assistance. Okay, so we have a little quote over to the side. We have altered so many natural systems so dramatically, their ability to protect us from disturbances is greatly diminished. And that comes from Janet N. Abramovitz, senior researcher for World Watch Institution in Washington, D.C. After a natural disaster, many questions are asked. Could people have been better warned and rescue teams more prepared? Could people have been better protected? How long has it taken to recover? Was it caused by human decision? And then we have a caption for this picture right here. It says, could this forest fire caused by lightning in drought-stricken Australia have been prevented? Does human activity make droughts worse? Okay, I'm not going to read over the main idea yet. I'm going to keep going. Here's our next section. What are the effects of natural disasters? Shattered lives, battered buildings, and flattened habitats are some of the immediate effects of natural disasters. Infrastructures are also destroyed, including hospitals, roads, railroads, airports, and telecommunications. This destruction delays rescue and recovery. People who need medical care are forced to wait, so their health worsens. Food runs out and people are weakened, and so are more likely to become sick. Broken water supply and sewage systems bring disease. The long-term effects include displacement. This is when people are forced to leave their homes, schools, and work. In farming communities, crops and grazing land are ruined, which badly damages local economies. In the later stages of a natural disaster, some people are too frightened or too poor to return and rebuild their area. Again, we're skipping that for now. Okay, how do we measure natural disasters? Measuring natural disasters gives us information that will help protect people from further natural disasters in the future. It shows us how to help people at each stage of the disaster too. How is this done? First, scientists measure the physical nature of the disaster. For example, how wide was the hurricane? How strong were the winds? How high were the ocean waves that hit the shore? How long did the disaster last? The second set of measurements show the impact of the natural disaster on people, buildings, infrastructures, and the economy. It also shows how much money it costs to get things better. Scientists continue to measure a natural disaster for many years after it happened. They use new developments in mathematics, mapping, and computer models to bring information up to date. So we now know that some natural disasters that have happened in the past were even worse than first thought. Okay, skipping that. Now, this is the part that you guys did the main idea for. It says, is it easy to protect people from natural disasters? It can be hard to protect people from natural disasters where it is difficult to predict their strength, duration, and exact location. However, as you can see from the map on page 4, there are parts of the world where natural disasters often occur. Therefore, scientists can concentrate on predicting disasters for these areas. Predicting disasters helps us to prepare for them. Engineers can design strong buildings and barriers, or they can deliver sources of water where drought often occurs. Emergency experts can set up warning systems. They can prepare rescue teams, equipment, and plans of action and recovery. Okay, before we read that caption, let's read this little text box where it says hero or villain. Excuse me. How natural are natural disasters? Are we making weather disasters worse by contributing to climate change? Are we causing more earth tremors through mining and drilling? Should we stop living in the path of natural disasters? Do all these human activities make it harder to predict natural disasters and protect people from them? And then our caption for this picture says Bangladesh's yearly floods are needed so that crops can be planted, but it is hard to protect people from drowning in large floods and from the diseases that can be carried in water. Okay, we have one more little section. What makes protection harder? Some disasters happen in developing countries, which cannot afford to protect themselves or carry out effective rescue and recovery. Others occur where war has already disrupted lives and destroyed infrastructures. Governments and international media sometimes do not report natural disasters in these areas early enough. This makes disasters very difficult to handle. As we can see below, though richer nations are sometimes no better prepared than poorer ones. Okay, so now what we are going to do is I'm going to go up here to this document, and the top 3 are the main ideas that I came up with you guys last week. And then this one I just pulled from a student on the one that you guys did on your own. So what you're going to do is you're going to use these main ideas to help you to write a summary. I don't want you to put all 4 of these together and have a summary. I want you to put it in your own words. So the first section, we said the main idea was natural disasters are extreme weather or geological events that cause a lot of damage or deaths/injuries. Now, can you go back to the text and change that? Absolutely. Please make it your own. Don't plagiarize. Don't use their words word for word. The second one says, some effects of natural disasters include infrastructures destroyed, delayed medical help, displacement, and damage to the local economy. The third section says, in order to measure the natural disaster, they look at the physical nature of the disaster, the impact of the natural disaster on people, how much money it takes to make things better, and scientists use new development/technology to bring information up to date. And the last one, the one that I took from a student answer, says, it can be hard to protect people from natural disasters where it is difficult to predict their strength, duration, and exact location. Okay, so you're going to write a summary for the entire article. I have that highlighted right here for you. So I think that's going to highlight for me and make bold. I'm going to take that off and take the bold off. So the first thing you need to do is start with the title of the article. And the title of the article is What Are Natural Disasters? Now, this is the title of an article, so we're going to put it in parentheses. So, in what, I need to go back, I don't remember. Okay, everything is capitalized there, the first word of everything. What are natural have a question mark, I assume? Yep. Okay, so in What Are Natural Disasters? The author, what does the author do? Does the author show us? Does the author depict? Does the author just illustrate? What does the author do? I'm going to let you finish this thought. I'm going to put an ellipsis here for you so that you can finish it. Okay, so that is your assignment for today. You are going to write a summary for this article. Okay, have fun, guys. See you on Wednesday.